Okay, let's get right into it. Today, we're unpacking the data behind how you can build a highly profitable faceless media company by August 2026. And honestly, the absolute best part about this, you can do it without ever stepping in front of a camera. If you've been looking for the ultimate breakdown of the 5 faceless YouTube niches that can generate serious wealth with literally zero experience required, well, you are exactly in the right place for this explainer.
So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to breeze through the 2026 Faceless Goldmine, dive into visuals, narratives, and utilities, unpack the exact zero experience toolkit you need, and wrap up with your August 2026 blueprint. Section 1, the 2026 Faceless Goldmine, shifting from YouTuber to media company.
Look, we really need to shatter a massive myth right off the bat here. You do not need to be a charismatic vlogger to succeed. Seriously, throw that idea out the window. There's this huge misconception that to win, you have to be the face of your brand. A traditional YouTuber, they rely heavily on their personal charm, incredibly expensive camera setups, and honestly, grueling manual editing. But a 2026 faceless channel, it operates way more like a modern media company. Advertisers today don't necessarily want a flashy influencer anymore. What they really want is precision, authority, and highly targeted audiences. And this shift is a total game changer because it allows you to operate your channel as a scalable digital asset rather than an exhausting personality brand.
Section 2, visuals, nature and luxury. High reward, low barrier. Let's dive right into our first 2 niches. These offer high rewards with an incredibly low barrier to entry, meaning you need absolutely zero specialized research to get started. First up is nature and wildlife. This one is absolutely brilliant for beginners. Why? Because it relies on abundant, royalty-free stock footage to create these long, incredibly relaxing videos. Just picture beautiful, sweeping landscapes, gorgeous wildlife clips, and really ambient environmental audio. Viewers literally binge this kind of content to decompress after a long day, which drives up your watch time tremendously.
And because it is just so accessible, this niche gets a massive 9 out of 10 beginner score in our source data. You don't need a biology degree, you don't need to be an expert, you just need to curate beautiful, calming visuals that people want to throw on their screens to play in the background of their day.
Now, while nature is all about relaxing, our second niche is all about aspiration. Welcome to the luxury and wealth niche. Here you're curating stunning stock drone footage of wildly expensive lifestyles. We're talking mega yachts, sprawling mansions, supercars. Then you just pair this footage with aspirational listicles, like, the top 5 most expensive penthouses in Dubai. It requires incredibly minimal voiceover scripting because those striking visuals do almost all of the heavy lifting for you. But here's where it gets crazy. The real power of this niche lies in the massive RPM potential. Listen to this. Advertisers in financial services, premium travel, and luxury goods will gladly pay anywhere between $12 and $18 per 1,000 impressions just to reach this specific aspirational audience. So you are attracting super high-paying ads with remarkably low-effort production. It's fantastic. Section 3, narratives, mystery, and history. The evergreen binge watchers. All right, let's shift gears into niches that rely on gripping storytelling to secure the absolute most valuable metric out there right now, massive, uninterrupted watch time. Niche number 3 is horror and mystery. This one is fascinating. You can so easily craft episodic content about unsolved cases or deep internet mysteries by layering dramatic background audio with dark, moody stock footage and pacing the story just right. You create a highly addictive channel. It's that classic true crime effect. Viewers don't just watch one, they watch 5 in a row. Then we have history, our 4th niche. And no, you do not need a film crew or a fancy set for this. You simply leverage public domain archives, vintage black and white photos, and dynamic maps to tell a compelling chronological story. People absolutely love deep dives into historical events. Plus, a massive advantage here is that the source material is entirely free and public, meaning your overhead is practically zero. To show you just how powerful this evergreen content truly is, the data shows that a well-made history piece published way back in 2024 can easily continue pulling in 50,000 monthly views well into 2026. Think about that. It is the very definition of a digital asset that just keeps paying you long after you've actually created it. Section 4, Easy Tech Explainers, Screen Recordings to Riches? Our 5th and final niche category capitalizes perfectly on the incredibly fast-paced software and artificial intelligence boom we're living through right now. For tech explainers, the production literally could not be simpler. You just record your screen demonstrating how to use new AI tools or software workflows. Because the tech space is moving at light speed, there is a constant, massive demand for tutorials. It's incredibly cheap to produce, and, this is key, it heavily attracts very lucrative B2B sponsorships from software companies desperate to reach your exact audience. Now, when we look at the numbers across all 5 of these niches, you can really start to weigh your options strategically. Notice that incredibly high CPM for luxury, up to $18, but balance that against the super low competition and low production difficulty of nature. Depending on how much time you have and what your financial goals are, you can pick the exact right path to launch your new media company. There's a perfect fit for everyone here. Section 5, the Zero Experience Toolkit, Building Your Factory. So you know exactly what to make, right? But how do you actually make it if you have zero video editing experience? Well, this right here is your exact low-cost software stack. You absolutely do not need to hire an expensive team. You let ChatGPT write and structure your highly engaging script. Then you use AI video generators like ZebraTat or Pixo to automatically source the perfect visuals and generate human-sounding voiceovers. Next, you jump into Canva to design those high click-through thumbnails. And finally, leverage tools like TubeBuddy or vidIQ to easily win the search algorithm. It's like having an entire production studio on your laptop. In literally just 3 steps, you go from a raw idea to a finished, polished product using this automated workflow. Step 1. AI generates your structured script. Step 2, you synthesize a hyper-realistic voiceover. And step 3, the software auto-syncs relevant stock visuals and exports the whole thing. Boom. This modern pipeline cuts production time from an exhausting 8-hour grind in Premiere Pro down to barely over an hour per episode. This is exactly what allows you to scale so fast. Section 6, your August 2026 blueprint, taking action.
All right, let's get real for a second. We've laid out the top niches, we've analyzed the raw data, and we've handed you the exact zero experience tools. The opportunity is literally sitting right in front of you. The barrier to entry has never, ever been lower, and advertiser demand has quite simply never been higher. But the real question is, are you going to take advantage of these tools today to fundamentally change your financial future? I genuinely hope this explainer opened your eyes to what is absolutely possible right now in the digital landscape. Don't let this moment pass you by. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button right now so we can continue helping you build your digital empire. So I'll leave you with this final thought. By August 2026, will you just be watching someone else's faceless empire, or will you be running your own? See you in the next one.